Hello guys, so it is Sunday and this is going to be vlog number 44. Really nice number, 44, like what else you want. And this episode is going to be about basically recap of what happened yesterday. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put anything like yesterday's video clips because I still have them, but mostly I'm going to analyze what happened yesterday because I made pictures of the scorecards. Then I basically remember all my what happened, and I typed in all the statistics, and we can go through what really happened. And I'm checking now. Event average was 885 rating. Considering how I felt like I played, it was really bad. And of course I'm at Unedited Cafe. She's right now in the back doing something else, but she's not needed here right now, so it's fine. And yeah, so I won by 1 stroke in front of Harry and Chris. And yeah, and basically everything happened in the last hole without us knowing what happened. And we're going to go through what happened. And yeah, so that if you watched yesterday's vlog, then it will give you a better idea, and I will put the statistics on your screen as well, because I can make a screenshot because it's that easy. And yeah, so we played at Samui, and it was called Samui Winter Warm-Up. I don't know what we're needing to warm up for because it's really warm right now outside. I think it's plus 30 Celsius or something like that. And I'm just discovering that me being with a white shirt and everything else being white as well is kind of distracting, but I think the camera is slowly going up. I need to go down. Where's the handle? I think this is better. Yeah, this is better. So I have my laptop here and I can check this, the statistics and everything. And let's dive into it. So we started our first round at hole 9. Which has been really bad for me. And no, I'm not going to talk about like hole by hole kind of thing. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to summarize a little bit. A little bit water. Ice water, not so nice. And we started on hole 9 where I had a really bad t-shirt. It wasn't really like bad. I didn't get any kicks. It was just too low, and I remember I had a like deep C2 look. So I missed it. I went really long, and I had like 8-meter comeback or something like that. And I missed it again, and then I had a bullseye putt. So I started off with a bogey. So that was not at a good start because, yeah, because after that I collected a birdie, then a bogey, then a birdie, then a par, and then the infamous hole 3 for me. Like, I don't understand what's happening on that hole because every PGA tournament I have played in that hole, to that point, I didn't make to the island. That hole is really destroying my game because it is a must-get birdie. If you don't know the hole, go check out the course review I did It's a really simple 50-meter island hole. Just take your berg and put it on the island. It's that simple. But what happened was, like I think on hole 1, I already noticed it, but mostly I noticed on hole 2, we started having some wind, which really doesn't really happen here. And and I did on hole 3 my normal baby hyzer, or maybe a little bit too much hyzer actually, otherwise the wind wouldn't like affect it. So I did the hyzer and it was right to left wind and backhand hyzer. You understand where I'm going with this. So it sailed OB and yeah, I collected another bogey. So first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. Sorry, 7 holes. Already first 7 holes already collected 3 bogeys. Like seriously. And the first 11, I collected another penalty on hole 6, where I crossed the river, but I hit the tree and it fell in the water. So that's drop zone. And yeah. Anyway, the second round was not so colorful, I would say, the back 11, because it was more white, there was more pars, but my drives were still really awful. And there was another penalty in the back 11, which was, you guessed it, hole 3 again. I remember that shot being, I was like, just put it flat, don't let the wind affect it. But I was going the line I used for my hyzer shot. So I went to the right, trusting it to fade, but I put it like so extremely flat that it went straight. It went straight. That's the way it should be going. But I was going to the right, so I was like 1 meter off the island again. So yeah, this is how I finished. Yeah, the back 11 was, let's see, 1 bogey with 3 birdies. So this is where I collected my round total, 2 down, which resulted in a, how can I check, round rating. Round rating was, it's not showing, but I remember it, 8-8, here it is, 8-8-9. So Harry was leading at that point. He got it 5 down, which resulted a 920 rating. This is a really good round for him, and I think he was happy. I didn't ask about that, to be honest, so that's kind of my bad. But I knew I'm capable of catching him, even 3 strokes behind, and even if he played the same result the second round. At that point, I knew if I play my game, I'm capable of catching him. So after the first round, I was in 4th position. I had 2 down. The second place was divided by Chris and Jarkko, and they had 3 down, and they had 899 rating. So 4 down was the first one to get to 900. And yeah, basically that was it. The other guys behind us were pretty close, but I didn't really think about the guys behind me because I knew that it's about me playing my game, and I just have this kind of tournament mentality that I need to get over with and play better. That's all I need to do, play better, right? So this was the first round. The second round, let's see, round 2. Let's finish first round statistics. my green hit ratio was 27%. That's like really, really bad. On this course, if you played here, then you know 27% is really, really low to have any chance of collecting any birdies. I had actually one outside putt, which was on hole 10. Was it outside? I'm not really sure anymore. Maybe I remember wrong, but it doesn't really matter because that would increase actually my inside circle putts percentage, which was actually really good the first round. If I look at the statistics, it was 82%. That's really, really good, considering that the first hole I missed one from 8 meters. But after that, it was fine. It was fine. I was hitting everything from between 5 and 7. I wasn't in the bullseye that often. That was my main range. Like I told other guys all the time, like this is the main range you need to practice, like 5 to 7. This is where you need to be your strongest. Oh, it went so bright. Autofocus, why did it go like this? It was like, I was like, good. I was like, good. Like, it's fine. And I had only one bullseye hit, which was on hole 6. Funny enough, because the front 11 I had on the river. Second round I was under the basket, like literally under the basket, against the pace. And yeah, that's my first round. The second round, we started on hole 9. I played it smart because, no, I didn't play. Yeah, I played smart because I had a really bad shot. I got the power, I put too much hyzer. It went to the right, almost got a hole in one to the football hole, which was funny. And just laid it up, had a really, really simple, like 4-meter putt or something like that. Really, really, really easy, you know? And after that, I was trying to find my rhythm, and I just kept on collecting pars. I collected, let's see, 1, 2, 3 pars in a row. Then I birdied hole 1, which is like a musket birdie. Then I parred hole 2, which is okay to par. And then I birdied hole number 3. I got on the island, I hit the base of the basket with my tee shot. So like that much higher, maybe like a little bit more, it would have been an ace. That would have been amazing. So then went to hole 4, had a really bad tee shot. I remember at that point I was two down on my round, and I knew that I must be in the game because Harry wasn't having the best scores. And I think on hole 3 he had actually a par, if I remember correctly. I can't really remember because I don't know everybody else's scores. And then I had a mishap on hole 4. The tee shot was short. I did a layup, played it the smart way. I collected my par. Didn't want to kick myself out of the race. And then happened hole 5. Holy moly! I missed a 4-meter putt. I went too high, hit the band. It is what it is. I collected the bogey. Hole 6, I hit the tree again. I was in the river again. Bogey. Hole 7, I hit the tree in the middle, I think, if I remember correctly. I hit the tree in the middle. Had a pretty decent upshot. Had a easy putt from 5 or 6 meters, and I missed it. So I had 3 bogeys in a row. Then hole 8, bullseye, a birdie. And that moment, that was the front 11. So it meant I was even. But at that point, I think they were even too. So there was a small break because there were people coming here and I didn't want them to weird out that I'm shooting stuff here and get their coffee on. So we're going to check the back 11 now of round 2. This is actually where I started the camera, and this is mostly the places where you can see from yesterday. And again, I started from hole 9, and I'm seeing actually I started my second round, the back 11 really good. But before we move on to this stuff, I'm going to say that my inside circle putts for the second round was only 68%, but green hits were 41%. This is actually what you want to see. Only problem I have on the second round was the bogeys. I had one double bogey, which I'm still going to talk about, and 4 bogeys. So this is already +6. So I had the 2 down round again, and if you remove the bogeys, it would have been 8 down. I think this is the area where I should be every single round. But I think most of the bogeys, they should be actually birdies. So I expect myself to play on this course around 10 down all the time, which I'm clearly not playing all the time, but we'll see. So the back 11 I started again with an easy par on 9. That was not easy par. That was actually a really nice par, because I remember missing the putt on the knee. And hole 10, that was another par save. Hole 11 was amazing. I had an amazing tee shot. Let's check this one out. If I'm going to feel like it, putting it here, it's going to be in this section right now. So hole 1, the back 11, hole 1, oh my God. I kind of ruined the shot there because I hit the top pan on my tee shot. It was like that much lower and it would have been an ace. Go! Oh! Holy moly, like that was actually painful, because I was going to the green. I still had the green hit, but I was going to this. I was thinking, don't get the par anymore from here. You have to make this putt. And of course, I missed it. Oh no. Mamma mia. That's fucking sweet. I missed it completely. And yeah, hole 2, the same thing. I was already in the circle. I had the speed out. Yeah, that was a speed out. I didn't put enough power into it, and it fell out. It happens. And hole 3, oh my God. That was a green hit. I was inside, I would say 5 meters. But it was a straddle putt. I missed it. I was then around 4 meters. And in the moment when I was releasing the disc, in that moment, exact moment, the geese right next to me started shouting. And it affected the putt, of course, and I missed again. Then the rage happened. I was so disappointed. I already knew the previous putt, the second one I missed, I'm going to make it, so I didn't start the camera because it was basically bullseye. And then I raced it. I just flat draw it on the basket, boom, chain out. I was on 5 meters, and from there I made it. So double bogey, and that moment in my mind I was knowing that it's over, like I'm done for. Like the game is over, I'm not going to catch the leaders. Whoever the leader at that point was, with the way game was going, I was thinking it is either Harry or Chris at that moment. So we moved on, so we had still to go 5 holes to go, and in my mind I was thinking maybe I'm like 5 back now, 5 or 6 back, like almost impossible to catch, because the next holes there's so many ones that are really easy. So 5 holes to go, and hole 4, beautiful first shot, went through the middle just the way it needs to be. Beautiful second shot, and really easy birdie. But the most proud of the last part, I'm actually about hole 5, because that shot was perfect.
Come back. Oh my God, come on, hard. Almost.
Like, it was really perfect, and it was really close to the bullseye, even though I think it was a little bit outside of the bullseye. But you can see it on the video. Like, what you think, leave a comment, was it the bullseye or not. And yeah, and a really easy birdie on a rather more difficult hole, that where you consider a birdie to be a bonus. In that point, I didn't really think about what others are doing. I didn't really consider myself in any kind of contention because of the double bogey, because I knew I needed to play at least clean to be in the fight. But I didn't play clean. So hole 6, really easy birdie again. Hole 7, I missed. Sorry, hole 6, I didn't have an easy birdie, but I had a beautiful, beautiful step putt from 11 meters.
Oh wow. Oh, there's something good.
And that's going to be extra clip. It's going to go into the TikTok. It's going to go into Instagram. That was really awesome. Hole 7, I tried the same step putt, but I like to push with my left leg, but there was no place to push because I was against the tree. And yeah, I missed, but actually not that much, so it's fine. And so came the last hole, hole 8, and I finished my game really beautifully. But what was interesting at that point, now knowing what others did get, because Harry and Chris, they both get a bogey. So hole 8, Chris and Harry both got the bogey. And knowing now that I won them by 1 stroke, then thinking back about that hole, then we didn't have any live scores. Everything was on paper. We didn't know how the other group was doing. We didn't know how we were doing because nobody was calculating the scores after every single hole. But now knowing the end results and knowing the last hole results, I know that I was in 3rd place before the last hole, at least somewhere there. And I was behind those guys by 1 stroke, and that means I get 1 stroke, I get even with them, I get 2 strokes, I was the winner. And exactly that happened because I got the birdie, they got the bogeys. Even like Harry's bogey is more understandable because we didn't know the scores, because Chris tried to go for the crazy birdie. And actually it was really close because it flew by in the perfect height. It was like, I don't know how much of the width it was because the way I was standing with the camera, but it was really close, and he had a really long compact comeback and hit the chains. It didn't go in, and he had a bogey. So he and Harry played for the playoff, who gets the second place prize, and I think it was won by Chris because they played hole 1 CTP, and Chris was second. Yeah, you can see on the pictures. So Chris was second, Harry was third. Yeah, Harry's last hole was kind of a disappointment probably for him because he barely got across the river. So he tried to save his par, but he got the bogey. End of the day, I won, so that's good enough for me. But what I'm not happy is the scores. So I expect myself to minimum to play at least 900, and knowing what was the 9, at least need to play 4 down every round. So that should be the minimum I should be playing with. But it was good. In the end of the day, it was good. And I will show you the second round results. They should be on the screen by now. And like you can see, yeah, circle 1 putts, 68%, and clean hit 41%. 1 penalty this time around, when first round I had 3, so that was already good. But generally, it was copy-paste round. Just the ending, when after the whole 3 rage moment, I gave up. I got completely loose. I was just playing my game, and the last 5 holes I birdied 4. So after that hole 3, I was +2, and I mean, leaned to -2. So it was good. Anyway, this is my kind of a small analysis, and when I want to really analyze, then both rounds were really different, because if I look at the statistics, then first round I had really bad tee shots, but I was good on the green. 82% off in circle 1 is really, really good. I'm really happy with that. But 27% green hits on this course is really bad. I wish it should be more than 50%, but I will consider it like good. So first round was really bad with 27%. Second round I had 41%, so it's not to the good level what I want to have, but it's close enough to be happy with it. But the circle 1 putts with 68%, I think the whole 3 stuff kind of messed up that percentage, because in that hole I had 4 putts inside the circle, like 3 putts inside the circle and 1 bullseye putt. But what can you do? So that's going to summarize everything what I have been talking about. And yeah, I think this is all for today. I'm not planning to go anywhere. Maybe in the evening we'll do something. I don't know yet, still early, but we'll find out in the evening. If I'm going to do something fun, I'm going to put it in the tomorrow's episode. And yeah, everybody have a beautiful day. I hope you liked it. I need to get my mental strength up, but it only can improve the more I put myself in the situation like this. And I hope that me winning this kind of puts me a better mindset. So we still have the swine. I haven't still registered yet because I have to do the border run, and I have to, yeah, when I come back from that, then I'm going to sign up. I'm probably going to sign up to the MA 40. I think so, because why not? Let's try, because in the end of the day, I don't think it really matters, but I want to try and see what happens. So have a beautiful day, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye.